Shalom. This is Ephraim Buchwald, still filled with trepidation for the high holidays. The Prophet Amos wrote, "Shall a shofar be sounded in the city, and the people not be afraid?" When I hear the sound of the shofar, I feel a sense of trepidation. But that's not really what the shofar is supposed to convey. There are multiple meanings to the sounding of the shofar, which is required on Rosh Hashana. Now, the Torah tells us that we should sound the sound of a teruah. That's all it says. But we don't know what a teruah is anymore. So there's a dispute between the rabbis of whether the teruah is a sigh or whether it's a staccato cry. Now, of course, before we sound the teruah, we have to sound the tekiah. Doot! And that is sort of like announcing the arrival of a king or the coronation of a king, as his aides come forth to announce his arrival. So the teruah is encircled by a tekiah. But what is the teruah? Well, if it's a sigh, then it's doot, 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 a slow sobbing noise. If it's a series of small staccato sobs, then it's tut-tut-tut-tut-tut-tut-tut. And that reminds us of a cry. So we have mixed emotions when we hear the sounds of the shofar. The shofar, of course, reminds us of the tekiah, where the ram was taken in place of Isaac when Abraham brought him up to Mount Moriah. So we remember God's love, the arrival of the king with the tekiah. But we also sob because we don't know what our destiny may be. And we cry because we know we're at the mercy of God. I pray that our shofar sounds will rise up to heaven, open the gates of mercy, and we should all be inscribed for a year of good health, happiness, and peace. Shana Tova.